Imagine yourself standing in a void with nothing around you. Now imagine two clones of yourself on either side facing you. These clones represent your thoughts. One of them represents your positive thoughts, and the other represents your negative thoughts. So let's say you wake up one day, and the first thought you have is positive. Let's say you're meeting a friend, and you're excited because you haven't seen them in a while. So, the clone of yourself that represents the positive thoughts comes up to you and gives you a compliment, or gives you a chocolate bar, whatever. And then, let's say right after that, you have a negative thought. You're like, oh, I have this big exam coming up. I didn't really study that much. So, the negative thought dude comes up to you, and he reverse backhands you in the face. And every time you have a thought, either positive or negative, one of the two clones of yourself comes up and either helps you or punches you in the face. Now let me ask you a question. Throughout the day, do you have more positive or negative thoughts about yourself? For most people, it's almost certainly more negative thoughts, including myself. And every time we have one of these negative thoughts, we're literally beating ourselves up from the inside. So throughout the day, you're going through that day, let's say you go downstairs and then you stub your toe. You're like, oh, why am I so clumsy? Boom, another negative thought. Dude comes up to you, roundhouse kicks you right in the jaw. And by the end of the day, you've probably had, like 100, 200, 500 negative thoughts? And maybe you sprinkled in some positive thoughts throughout the day. So let's say you're on your 67th negative thought, and then you have some thought of gratitude. Oh, like, I'm glad that my mom did this for me that one time. And you're all beat up, but the positive clone of yourself comes up, puts a band-aid on yourself, and then you have a negative thought right away. So the other dude comes up, rips off the band-aid, reverse suplex, spinning skull crusher, backhands your head, and yeah, you're beat up again. It's like the example with the angel and demon on your shoulders. You know, the angel like telling you to make good decisions, do this, and then the demon's like, no, you're terrible, you're the worst person in the world. So, because you have these thoughts, both negative and positive, your thoughts, you've heard this a million times probably, but your thoughts are what make up your reality. It's what determines whether you have a good day or a bad day, a good life or a bad life. So, I haven't found, I wish I have the secret to having less negative thoughts, more positive thoughts, but I have found some things that have worked for me, and one of the things is just having things to do throughout your day. Because if you're just sitting there and not doing anything meaningful, dude is gonna, we can name them. I came up with these names like 15 minutes ago when I scripted this video. Let's call the negative dude, his name's Barney, and the positive dude, his name's Bartholomew. I don't know why I chose those, they just sound funny. But let's say you're doing nothing during your day, so Barney's gonna get bored. He's gonna come up to you and try out different new combos to beat you up. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this video doesn't make sense at all, but I just wanted to put this out there just to try to think positively by doing meaningful things, doing things that you wouldn't normally do throughout the day. So try to switch try to do something different every day. And what I found that helps a lot, I've recently been started going to the library and then just picking up some random book that seems interesting. So a couple days ago, I think I started, it was called The 21 Laws of Leadership. And then, yeah, I just sat there, picked it up, and it was something different. And I just read for an hour, 2 hours, and that made me feel a sense of purpose or fulfillment. I felt like I was actually learning and being productive. And also just having, you don't even like have to have full conversations, but just interactions with random people. Like, you would be surprised by how positive you'll feel if you just smile at someone random and they smile back at you. I did that the other day, and you just feel better about yourself. It's kind of weird. But yeah, moral of this video, try to suppress Barney. If you feel Barney coming up to you, you feel yourself having a negative thought, just be like, shut up, Barney, who are you to dictate my life? Bring up your boy Bartholomew to give you some motivation about yourself, give you some compliments, affirm to yourself that, hey, everything's gonna be alright in the end. I think that's the secret to living a fulfilling life. Changing the self-image, your perception about yourself, so that most of your thoughts throughout the day are encouragement and positive. That's all I have for today.